still in the experimentation phase, so thank you very much for being our guinea pigs.
There's always a problem with pests, and we thought, okay, if there's going to be a problem with them, let's eat them.
It tastes like eating dirty potato skins.
We personally think that what's going to happen is we're going to go back to the old methods, you know, living off the land, growing food all year round.
We've worked with 3 different artist groups to curate a series that tries to engage with the diners in issues that affect food systems, food and farming. And so they tackle a broad range of themes and farming issues.
What we decided to do today was work with invasive species. So I'm working with rabbit, actually, which is a real pest. But we've crossbred it with a duck, so it becomes aquatic. And first of all, easier to manage, and secondly, a lot more delicious.
The meat was delicious, like any quality duck that I've had, crispy duck I've had. It was really nice.
This is a Japanese knotweed mousse cake. This is a total fiction. I think this is a lure to get people chewing on Japanese knotweed, but it tastes more like potato. And the challenge is really in trying to make this delicious.
I feel like I'm getting more in tune with the food that I'm consuming every day by going through this experience.
But what we're trying to imagine is if this is actually possible to eat on a day-to-day basis, this new cuisine that we envision for the future.
Tonight we're making a cover crop dinner, and so we're basically celebrating cover crops and their importance in agricultural systems.
We divided each course into what the cover crop would do. So we have a trap crop pickle, and we have weed suppressant salad, and then we have cover crops for our cattle.
This is the trap crop pickle board. Trap crops, like their name implies, trap some of the pests that we don't want to deal with. Lots of different plants do lots of different things, right? Whether it's rebuilding your soils, in this case it's actually doing weed management by sort of intentionally planting plants near the plants that you care about.
So we're trying to get people to plant buckwheat in between their corn, or to, for example, use a lot of mustard seeds, or introduce the bitter flavour to the Irish palate.
So what we have here is we have 3 meal replacement beverages. The idea with these is that you just drink these, you don't have to ever think about food again.
It's something I hadn't thought about before, so definitely will think about it more. I think it's very important to know a bit more about where our food comes from and what we're putting into our bodies.
So what basically la milpa or a milpa is, it's a piece of land worked by a family where they grow up to 15 crops. They get food all year round. There's animals, trees, a whole ecosystem living around it. It's very kind to the land, it's organic. There's periods of rest for the land as well.
There's loads of places in Ireland who are doing similar practices to La Milpa in Mexico. If you even think of families in your own back garden.
The maize would grow vertically and the beans would need something to hang on to, so they would hang on to the maize. They were symbiotic and there was all this synergy. And then in between the rows of maize, you had squashes growing.
I think the menus have been really creative and exploratory and give people the opportunity to further question their food systems and the food that they eat and farming methods, and maybe just highlight issues that they didn't necessarily think about.